Alright, welcome everyone to my draft analysis for the EDC Ignite Wi-Fi division. I was invited by Mr. Doom to participate in this season, and yeah, pretty excited for the season. Drafted some pretty fun mods, and now let's just get right into our draft. So our draft order, unfortunately, we got probably the worst. We probably got like the worst position in draft possible, right in the middle. So that's bad because we can't get a wheel pick on either side. So planning was definitely difficult, and of course, being in the middle pick, a lot of top tiers were probably going to go. So by the time it got to us, a lot of the most broken Pokemon would probably not make it to us. But let's just get into our first pick here. So our first pick for the EDC Ignites will be. Oh, my bad! I forgot to tell the rules. So. We have 9 to 10, we need to draft 9 to 11 Pokemon, 120 points. So this is a high tier TERA league, so Pokemon like the high tiers like Ogre Ball Spring, Kingambit, they can TERA. Not like the most broken ones like Shampoo can TERA, but most of the Pokemon can TERA. And of course there is a TERA tax system, so that's why they keep us 120 points to work with. It is free TERA, but we do have to tell the opponent our TERA beforehand. So, and with that out of the way, we can delve into our first pick. So our first pick for the EDC Ignite will be TERA Kingambit. So I was surprised they made it back to me. So TERA Kingambit, I mean it's pretty self-explanatory why Kingambit's like broken, but I'm pretty surprised they made it back to me. This thing was like worth 25 points, I think. So like the highest, most expensive Pokemon you could possibly get. So yeah, we have TERA Kingambit here. Turn to any type. Get rid of that nasty lot of fighting weak we have. Of course, we can turn it to like a fairy type or whatever. SD, Sucker Punch, Iron Head. It's pretty self-explanatory what Kingambit does. So we will be building our team around Kingambit. This is my first time using Kingambit in Wi-Fi, I believe. I've used it before, like once, but I did not have TERA on it, so I'm very excited to try out TERA Kingambit. So as you see by his stats, yeah, they're pretty. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory what he does. Is the late game cleanup, Sucker Punch, the town, TERA, of course, alleviates a lot of his weaknesses. And yeah, so our second pick, which came to a shock to many people, I know. But our second pick is Alomomola. So I picked it up second because there's one guy who's doing mono water, and I didn't want to risk Alomomola getting sniped, so I decided to grab it round 2 instead of grabbing like a one of the top tiers that are left. So if I got sniped on Aloe, then I think my draft is probably over, to be honest. But yeah, so we have round 2 Alomomola. It's pretty standard what this Pokemon does. Pairs decently well with Kingambit because I can like wish it back to full HP with powerful wishes. Very good momentum on flip turn. Sneaky Aquajet, which I like to run a lot actually. Of course, you can also go either ways on the defensive scale. You can go Fizdef with Rocky Helmet. I ran Assault Vest like pretty much every single time to use this mod. But you can really go either way, and that's why I like it so much. It's just because how versatile of a defensive mod it can be. And yeah, that's our second pick. So moving on to our third pick, we decided to grab Gliscor. So I used Gliscor in my previous Wi-Fi draft, and I made it all the way to finals with it. Unfortunately, I didn't win finals, but Gliscor is pretty good. Again, another key defensive mod. This time, instead of where Aloe lacks in hazards, Gliscor has every single hazard. It has Stealth Rock, Spikes, T-Spikes, good momentum, U-Turn, Earthquake, Toxic. There's also a knockoff Sponge, which I think every defensive core needs, because you don't want to lose like your lefties and then be screwed. So that's why I think Gliscor is really valuable there. Also, it's a good Status Absorber. And yeah, the hazard, Status Absorber, pivoting. Yeah, honestly, Gliscor is also like pretty in my opinion, undervalued in the draft order. It's only like 13 points. It's just like pretty crazy, honestly. This is definitely not a 13.1. But yeah, also it's like a pretty good speed set. You can even run like a SD set of like Facade, Earthquake if you want. But I don't know how to do that. It's not enough. But that is our third pick. So we can go into our fourth pick. So our fourth pick is Weavile. So I realized that at this point we didn't have a fast Pokemon, and Weavile was basically the only speed mode that was left that was like base 120 speed and above, I believe. Or no, I think there was like something else left, but I want to Weavile because it's like the fastest out of all like the 120 guys. So it is basically 125 speed. It'll speed basically anything. Ideally, this would be like Sneasler because I do like Sneasler way more because it just U-turn. But Weavile does have niche over Sneasler in that it outspeeds even stuff like Tornzy. Because of its high base 125 base speed, it outspeeds Gren, outspeeds Masquerada, so definitely very valuable there. Hits very hard, Choice Man. Triple Axle, of course, you have to land a lot of hits, but knockoff, if you don't want to miss, you can run like Expert, but of course, good priority too, which I think might keep Laxo for it. Well, I can Gambit, but it's not really reliable priority, but I start for reliable priority, knockoff for getting rid of items. A Dark type is really good to have. Yeah, basically I just want to have the speed, and I think Weavile does exactly what I need to do. And yeah, so that is our fourth pick. So our next pick will be Springtail. So of course I really have like Wish faster than Aloe, but I never run Wish on Aloe, like ever. So I decided to grab Springtail here. It also helped out with our speed tiers a bit more, as you'll see later, because I wanted to have like a 110 speed mod. But I also didn't want it to be like a like another like a mid offensive pool, and it's like worse than Weavile. So I decided to grab Springtail. It has like a lot of base speed on all four stuff. And the setup moves, his Wish, of course, help the rest of the team. Dazzling Gleam, Thunderwave, you can run Thunderwave to annoy stuff. Baton Pass for more momentum. It's a fairy type. The only downside of Springtail is that being a Psychic type actually hurts it a lot, because I just see later down the road my Dark Resist is not very existent. But I do patch it up like a little bit, but having a fairy not resist Dark definitely does hurt a lot. But just Springtail has enough natural bulk, I think, to where it doesn't really get hurt by it that much. So yeah, this is our fifth pick, Springtail. Moving on to our next guy. We have our Arcalon. So I was pretty surprised this made it back to me, actually. So this is like round 6 Arcalon, which is pretty crazy to think about, but we have a Arcalon paired with Springtail and Alomomola. I think that's a very massive against core. Of course, Arcalon has broken ability and stamina. It gets rocks. It's basically to out the Algo Origin, like. So, fun fact about this league, they actually allowed the Dialga Origin. I wanted it as like first pick, but of course being 8th pick, I couldn't get it. So we decided to take Dialga Origin Light in Arcalon, so we get Stealth Rock. Basically does anything Dialga does, but worse. But we have Arcalon here. Of course, paired to Wish Stamina, pretty broken core. Self Vest to eat special attacks, Draco Meteor, like Frizz. Arcano is actually like pretty damn versatile Pokemon in my opinion, because it gets like a lot of like statistic on it, like Electroshock, Power Herb to boost its special attack. I've seen Swords Dance tests before, it does get Swords Dance. You could of course run like as like defensive check, which I probably will. But it definitely has like a lot of potential as a prep mon, I think, for a lot of unique sets. And yeah, very excited to try it out. I never tried Sky before, but I'm pretty excited to give it a try. Of course, being Steel Dragons, I actually don't really like that type combo, because having your Steel not be resisted to Ice is pretty bad, especially for like an Iron Bundle matchup. But I think Springtail has enough natural bulk to cover that weakness. So do like the rest of my guys, like Aloe. So I think we'll be alright there. So that's our countdown there. So moving on to pick number 7. yeah, decided to pick up Bramwellcast. So I picked up Bramwellcast because first I wanted to have a rapid spinner. Second, the Guy Score was a rolling spiker. I wanted to have another spiker. Bramwellcast also is a decent offensive mon actually. Since our team before was like pretty passive. Bramwellcast helps like a little bit. Poltergeist if it's based on 15 attacks, that hits pretty damn hard. Of course, it gets power whip, which I also think is priority. Strength stat to, of course, for reliable recovery. I guess, of course, spikes. Rapid spin, which is the big one, the big reason why I want to get it. It also gets infiltrator, which I think is a pretty slept on ability. So, of course, like when you have like such a defensive team like mine, you're going to expect a lot of people to bring like sub, but of course, infiltrator goes through sub. So, yeah, I thought Bramwellcast was a pretty good addition to the team. So yeah, that's Bramwellcast, and we can move on to our 8th pick, and we decided to pick up Monkey Dory. So Monkey Dory was basically our basically my base 100 speed serum mon. So I had Weavile at base 125, Springtail at base like 111. So I want to have like one more around the base 100 mark, and Monkey Dory does good just that. It'll of course give us a fast special attacker, which I desperately needed on its current team. So Monkey Dory definitely helped with that out as well. Also give us a poison type. It does repeat Psychic, but because Monkey Dory isn't switching into a lot of moves anyways, I don't really think the repeat Psychic is very important. And I don't think they're weak to any. They're both weak to Ghost, but that's fine. We got a one for that later. Anyways, Monkey Dory. His two abilities are pretty good. Toxic Chain for proccing poisons. Frizzing is also a pretty good ability, especially in draft. It's not very good on ladder, but it's very good in draft. I guess Psychic away for self-recovery. Nasty Plot for setup. It does get Focus Blast to touch steel types, and U-turn and Party Trap for momentum. This is also like dirt cheap. I think it's like 12 points or something insane, like 10 points. 10 points for a base 130 special attack 106 speed mon is pretty insane, especially when it's not really a sitting duck in front of steel either, because it doesn't get Focus Blast. So yeah, I think it was a pretty damn good value pick honestly. But yeah, that's Monkey Dory. I don't know how many times I actually use it, but it's also like a pretty damn good value pick. So moving on to our pick number 9. So we decided to pick up Braviary. So Braviary is our ghost switch-in because we do not have one of those, and our team is pretty damn weak to ghost. So I decided to pick up Braviary. It also gave us a Defogger because I didn't want to rely on Bramwellcast as our sole removal. So I decided to pick up Braviary. Of course, has pretty good natural bulk. U-turn, defog. You can run offensively with Sheer Force, Water sets with like bulk up. It's actually a pretty damn versatile mobile in my opinion. I use this guy before in a multitude of other links. I even ran like special attacking sets with like Sheer Force, Life Orb, Hurricane. Like that base 57 special attack might look pretty low, but when you consider the fact that Hurricane is Sheer Force boosted, Sheer Force itself, Life Orb, it actually hurts. It actually hits like pretty damn hard. So yeah, definitely a pretty versatile Pokemon in my opinion. Gave us a Defogger, gave us a Ghost Switch-in, so yeah, pretty good pick to round out our defensive cores. And our next pick is Decidueye Hisui. So I picked up Decidueye because I want, even though we already had a grass type, I wanted to have another dark switch-in because our current dark answer is Kingambit, and Kingambit is probably going to TERA most of the time. So I wanted to have another dark resist, and that's why I picked this Decidueye Hisui. Also because they gave us another Defogger in case I didn't want to bring Braviary for a matchup. I could just bring Decidueye instead. Also, scrappability is pretty nice, so even if against like Goldengos, I can click Swords, I can click Close Combat against them if they think they can come in on my Defog. Of course, another U-turn, another Rooster. So yeah, of course, all our team has a lot of momentum, sustainability. That's what I like about it. And yeah, basically just wanted it for Defog really, and for the Dark Resist. And our last pick to round out our draft will be Proclor. So Proclor is actually our second TERA captain alongside KINGAMBIT. As the unaware Pokemon of TERA, it's pretty good. I don't know how many times I actually used it over TERA KINGAMBIT, but it's definitely a good option when I want to check like a pretty scary offensive setup mon. So I definitely do think that you shouldn't sleep on Proclor. Against Yonville with Springflower Sockov, gets Roar to phase stuff out if you want to try the Subonian. So yeah, I think Proclor is pretty good stuff on as a TERA captain, and I'm pretty excited to try it out, honestly. And yeah, that is our team, I believe. So yeah, as you can see here, all our guides. So we have KINGAMBIT, Alomomola, Gliscor, Monkidori, Braviary, Proclor, Weavile, Arcalon, Screamtail, Decidueye, Yasui, and Bramwagast. Overall, I think his team is pretty damn defensive. I definitely built on the defensive side for this team with very few offensive options, but I think that's confidence on playstyle pretty damn well. Yeah, I'm very excited to give this team a try, and yeah, let me know what you guys think of my team down below, and I'll catch you guys for week 1.